Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last. In this part of the U.S. in the early 90s, the Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new Palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Garden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Bills, a team trending upwards the last few years. Losers to KC in the AFC title game last season, but now in the Super Bowl seeking that elusive first ever title.
And I like what you just said there about how they're trending. This feels like the 1990s again, when this Bills franchise went to the Super Bowl 4 straight years. They came up empty each time, but now they think that after last year's appearance in the AFC title game, this could be the year. And let's face it, those 1990s teams, they're rooting for them in a big way, as well as this tremendous fan base.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry. Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And oh, it'll be intercepted. White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Let's go.
On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. Touchdown! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bills are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down throw for Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And this one quickly to Lamb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion. Tying up the game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to push his way through. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Beasley with it over the middle. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And this time they were ready. As they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, they felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everything.
And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there, Jim. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in. Zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He hits Beasley right side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 44, Allen going deep for Diggs.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before half for Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with, so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. Allen, nifty footwork. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Allen. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bills have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
Touchdown, Bills!
Allen on target. There to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
And they'll try to run it in with Singletary.
Zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will find zone. Again, so he gets the touchdown and the conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they got a shot at this one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen now on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
They'll look to run with Moss.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown.
Zach Moss, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he's got it. So the try for... successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Flushed out right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. Still fighting for more. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. On the move to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
J-Ro Oladolua
taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys get a bit closer. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes... this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was...
And this is going to be intercepted. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
He'll get this to Elliott.
Oh, able to avoid him. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break. They wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage, and the drive for 2 is going to come up empty. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Singletary, they'll run for it. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Throwing is Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Now Allen.
Sliding out of the pocket. Allen, nifty footwork. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They shakes him off. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Allen.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet, as they come up now 2nd and inches. Eluding the press. And he is in, as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one, as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Flushed out right.
And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Now Dak.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. And Zerline's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.